Sir, we have many retired people here with us today, ex-employees of our institute, and I think many of them will be, particularly that section is going to be benefited by this. And thank you so much for your lecture, sir. और आपने बहुत ही simple words में, बहुत सरल शब्दों में इस तरह से चीजों को समझाया है, मुझे लगता है कि किसी भी सोशल या एजुकेशन स्टेटस वाला इंसान इस आपकी बातों को बहुत आसानी से समझ सकता है और अपने जीवन में उसका पालन कर सकता है. Thank you once again on behalf of the whole institute and all the participants who are here with us and those who are who have joined us through virtual mode from different parts of our country. Thank you once again, sir. Now moving ahead in our program, I request our chief guest, sir, in front of you there is a wireless mouse. So one by one, if you click the mouse, our publications and other achievements will be released. So first launches a revamped website of ICAR-CIARI. I request that we get to please launch it. So this is the new website of our institute. Thank you very much, sir. And coming to next, we have a release of our annual report 2021 in e-form. I request you to please launch it, sir. So this is the annual report of our institute for the year 2021. Next comes release of ICAR-CIARI newsletter volume 15 number 1. E-publication again. So this is the compilation of our activities in first quarter of this year. Next is publication of an extension folder entitled Dweep Harita. So it's a new dwarf coconut variety which has been ready for release from our institute. That is by Dr. B.A. Gerard and his team. Next is a folder entitled Andaman Orange Dwarf. It's a promising dwarf coconut cultivar. Again, ready to be released by our institute, and this folder has been prepared by Dr. B.A. Gerard and his team. Next is publication of another folder entitled Elephant Food Yam, a profitable intercrop for coconut garden. Again, this is prepared by Dr. B.A. Gerard and his team. Next is a folder entitled Promising Tall Coconut Cultivars of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Dr. Gerard and his team again. Next is a folder entitled Management of Invasive Whiteflies on Coconut Palms. So this invasive whiteflies are one of the major have become in pests in our coconut plantations. So this folder deals with that again by Dr. Gerard and his team. Next is a folder entitled Sweet Sona, another promising dwarf coconut variety ready to be released from our institute for the farmers. Dr. Gerard and his team. Next is an e-bulletin on e-bulletin entitled Farmer Participatory Seed Production of Rice and Pulses for boosting production in Andaman Nicobar Islands by Dr. T.K. Singh and his team. Next is a folder entitled China Ester by Dr. Bhaskaran and his team. And last in the list of e-publication release is the folder entitled Packaging Practices for Dragon Fruit in Island Ecosystem by Dr. Abhinami and her team. Sir, we have some hard copy publications to be released. Now I request all the dignitaries to please come back on the dais so that we can have our publication released. So before proceeding to the program, because Gupta sir has joined us recently, so I request our director sir to please welcome him with a flower bouquet and a memento. Welcome, sir. So, coming to hard copy publication release, and first I request our chief guest sir to kindly release the publication ICAR-CIARI at a glance. This publication is a brief account of our institute activities and its mandate. Next publication in line is Nursery Manual on Improved Allied Planting Material Production Techniques for Andaman Paddock, which is the state 3 of our island. It has been prepared by Dr. I. Jaishankar and his team. Now I request our guest of honor, Dr. T.V.R.S. Sharma sir, to release another publication, a training manual on coconut value addition in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, prepared by Dr. Zinad and his team. This manual deals with options available for coconut value addition for our island. Another publication to be released by Dr. Sharma sir is the training manual on post-harvest management and processing of fruits and vegetables, again by Dr. Zinad and his team. Next, I request another guest of honor, Dr. Ashok Gupta sir, to release a bulletin on promising coconut cultivars and varieties for Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which has been prepared by Dr. B. A. Zarad and his team. And last in the list is a folder entitled Brief Vertigo Model for Cultivation of High Value Leafy Vegetables, prepared by Dr. T. Subramani and his team. I request Gupta sir to please release the same. I profusely thank all the dignitaries for their gesture and release of these publications. These publications are meant for farmers, entrepreneurs, and other stakeholders of our institute. Now coming ahead in the program, I request our guest of honor, Dr. Ashok Gupta sir, who is presently serving as Director of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, to give his address. Please.
Great things are not done by one person, they're done by a team of people. A very good morning to all the distinguished guests and one and all present here. I am privileged and honored to be here on the occasion of Foundation Day of CARE Footwear, and thanks the Director Dr. Charukar and his team. To my knowledge, CARE came into existence 45 years back, 23rd of June 1978. By merging the regional stations of ICAR-CIARI and other central stations, and since then has come a long way as a full-fledged institute of prominence in footwear. CARI has provided dedicated service in research, development, and extension services in these islands, and its contributions are immense and is indispensable for maintaining the food security of the islands. To my mind, the important contributions of CARI are the innovative steps taken to register the precious indigenous breeds like Nicobar Found, Nicobar Intake, Teresa Doors, and others in pipeline at NGABR Canal through penetration of indigenous species. Secondly, the development of least cost feeding strategies to augment productions, which was evolved by the CARI. Then third one is livestock and plant disease control strategies specific to the islands. Innovation in development of herbal medicines and patenting them as a patent for the CARI. Also the documentation of veterinary practices adopted by the tribals of these islands. Then developing new strategies like mud trap farming, seawater culture, etc. Then regular CO monitoring, which was conducted by the different national centers of CRI, what about the lives of disease in the islands. Then numerous innovative approaches to increase the island and marine fisheries, and many others which are from the different divisions of the CRI. On this day, I pay tribute and congratulate all the distinguished scientists and the leadership of CRI who has contributed to build this great institution. Since time is changing, it's now almost 45 years back when the institute came into existence. From my side, what I think which is needed, the interventions from CARI is needed in the current scenario. In this island, only 6% land is available as revenue land, but has a vast sea coastline which provides opportunities to promote sea weeds. We have scarcity of fodder for the livestock, which is one of the main reasons for low production in livestock. As you see, there is scarcity of milk in the islands. I request and to the scientists of CI and the leadership to explore any possibilities of utilizing the forestry land, forestry leaves as they go waste in the sea, which can be used as a fodder, or to somehow use the wild sea weeds, which we have in ample quantity in surrounding islands. Since it is a matter of research, I request the leadership to explore the possibilities of utilizing this as a fodder for livestock for better production of islands. Then, third submission is to upgrade the quality of the fruits which are already grown in the islands and which doesn't need acclimatization. Like when we introduce seeds from outside, they need acclimatization. Production is not there. Though they grow, but they don't grow. They don't produce. So in this, I request the whatever we have here, if the production can be increased somehow, that will be a boon to the islands. Then third one, to develop the ways and means to increase the production of indigenous livestock apart from their characterization and the preservation in the islands, so that the local populace doesn't suffer. I remember when I went to Nicobar, since the Nicobar breed is preserved and conserved in the islands, specific breeds registered now, but farmers were asking for the large Yorkshire. So for me, it was difficult to, because the production level of large Yorkshire is definitely better than the indigenous breed. So my point here is to somehow we can evolve something good so that the farmer who is rearing the native blood, she should not suffer for that. Then I would also like to stress on one important issue, that with the change in island economy, from forest based to government job based and now tourism based, this leadership is going on. So with the change in island economy, challenges of growth and sustainability in economy is most now. With the increase in tourism, the corresponding increase in real estate, and farming communities leading the cultivation and agricultural practices. So these needs to be addressed to maintain the food security in the islands. Since we have scientists here, we can have different ideas about this, how we can do that. And lastly, mission should be to provide decent livelihood to the farm farmers who are doing cultivation from agriculture in this fragile island system. The research in various sectors should not be restricted, but it should be inclusive for all the populace. This is my condition, and I believe in this. Last but not least, I cannot forget my association with the institute. Since more than 3 decades, when I used to come over here, discuss the things with our seniors, especially the animal science division with the various scientists, and always used to have discussion on the scientific issues. We have discussion, then we used to have some help from them, indirectly or directly, on the scientific aspects of the things, how to improve the things in poultry and piggery. So all those things were there. As a SU, I used to come here, as a VS, I used to come here, and we have very cordial relationship with all the people over here. For that, I am always thankful to the people who has manned the chair in different positions in the CRI. In the end, I'll finish with the quote that which does not change, does not grow, and which does not grow dies. Let us all take a resolve to change today and grow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And since you are heading the Department of Animal Husbandry here, so I think uh, the truth came from horse's mouth. You give a bird's eye account of the issues which are plaguing the farmers here and flag the issues which are being faced by other people as well, like not only restricted to animal husbandry, not only restricted to the farmers who are involved with animal husbandry practices, but also to farmers who are engaged in other indigenous species and their cultivation. I think it was very, very, ground truth sort of thing. And definitely, sir, we need change. We need to, evolve and re-evolve. And on this Foundation Day, I think with a beautiful lecture in the beginning, and now with the words of sir, definitely we'll move ahead in this direction. We have already made inroads there, sir. And our present director has always been focusing about integrated farming systems where all the components of agriculture and allied sectors are brought into one place. And we'll be making some more progress on that front in coming days. Now I request our another guest of honor, Dr. T.D.R. Sharma, sir, and who is a former member of GDICR. And I think no introduction is required for sir in the islands. Everybody in the islands knows him so well. I request you to please give your address, sir.
First of all, I wanted to thank the organization for remembering me, even though I'm retired about 11 years back. Thank you very much. And I am also very happy to see some of my colleagues who have worked here for a very long time and contributed their knowledge in developing this institute. And some of them are from the beginning of the institute. I also want to remember on Mr. Mohan Rao, who recently expired, who is also a man who started this institute and did several jobs in the administration. I'm sorry to know about that. He died about 10 days back. I'm also happy that Ashok Gupta ji has given a lot of information what to do and what not to do. And he is my very close friend from last 30, 40 years. We are happy with the PCCF's presence here. Very important post for Andaman Nicobar Islands to save large area of plantation, forestry. Very important post. I know the pressure on him. I can understand because I was also associated with the forest department for a very long time. I also thank Dr. Chaturkarji for inviting me here. And of course, Ashok Gupta is very well known music. And Vishwas ji also very well known to me from the beginning of his career. I don't want to go anything in science, but I wanted to say only one thing. That we are doing work on several crops which are also being done in the mainland India. They are maybe repeating them, and we can just some of them can be directly introduced here and given it to farmers for higher yields. But you have to look into uh, the biodiversity of the islands and use them in breeding programs. You see, with the climate change, the whole system of plant growth has affected. So we have to look into the nature, how the plants which are there in the forest and present only in Andamans, in that plant, that area we have to improve. We have technologies now where the, the there can be transfer some of the genes to cultivated plants. Some of our friends who are from who is Swaminathan's student, he worked here for several years for his PhD. He is retired from Central Timber Crop Research Institute on mangroves. Mangroves are the plants which grow in actual salinity. So they must be having some genes which can be transferred to cultivated crops, and cultivated crops can also be introduced into the area where it is too much salinity. One thing. Second thing, we have a lot of coconut variability in coconut in Andaman Nicobar Islands. That has to be exploited, and we have to see into the coconuts, and we have to manage our farm system of coconut-based farming system only, or palm-based farming system only. Arecanut is an excellent crop that can be grown along with all spices, and that should be system which should be introduced here for the development of farmers. In the some of the talks we remembered about elephant foot yam. I think variety has been released here. I know 30 years back, Dominic, now who is sitting here, because we have to remember Dominic. I was very unhappy to see him walking with a stick. He used to grow a lot of elephant foot yam behind our farm in Sipigat. And I'm also happy to see some of my old colleagues over here. And as I said, the gene transfer, or if we can identify genes from the forest and the genetic variability that is available in the forest of the of the family from the same crops which were growing, and their families are here, the genes we should identify and try to transfer them. Nothing more to say. I'm happy that we are such a big meeting of ICAR-CIARI where I'm attending. Uh, Very happy, and I'm also very thankful for calling me for this meeting. And I'm also happy that most of the retired people also were invited and enjoying the. One more thing I want to tell is any institute or anybody where we are working, we should be very sincere to that institute, because of the pay we are getting from them, or for me, the retirement benefits which I got, I must be thankful throughout my life to the institute and serve at least very sincerely to the organization and the work that has been assigned to us for the benefit of the agriculture, because we are basically have to work for the development of agriculture. We should be sincere to our work, and most of the scientists working very well here. I was also interested that so many scientists got transferred from here after going to the other institutes. They want to come back because this institute is having an advantage of knowing fisheries, animal sciences, forestry, and our work which is we are working. Because was having friends who are working here in fisheries, some knowledge I got from them. Some knowledge I got because I'm a friendly to the animal science division. I'm also friendly to the forest department where we are associated for many years. We know what is there in the forest and permissions how to take and how to work in the forest and who is working in the forest and all these things. Several people who serve here as on casual basis are now range officers in forest department because they got the knowledge that is required to become a range officer or something in the forest from carry. And I mean, really, if you leave carry, then only we'll be knowing the value of carry. If we go somewhere else, some other issue, then we'll be knowing the carry. And I'm also happy that we got a very dynamic director. This thing is developing very fast. I'm thankful to the whole committee for calling me here. I am here and I am always available for any discussions in whatever little bit which I know. I wanted to transfer and happily with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your words and blessings, sir. I think there are two take-home messages from this lecture. One is that the contributions which are made by our ex-employees should never be forgotten. जो भी हमारे रिटायर्ड सर्विस पर्सन हैं जो इस इंस्टीट्यूट से रिटायर हुए हैं उनका इस इंस्टीट्यूट को बनाने में जो योगदान है उसे न कभी भूला जा सकता है और हम भूलेंगे। और दूसरा मैसेज जो मुझे लगता है कि सर ने कहा कि biodiversity needs to be characterized and conserved. Definitely, biodiversity is the pivot around which our institutional research activities revolve. We are committed towards that, and be it fisheries, animal science, or horticulture, or feed crops tourism, we are always moving ahead in characterization and conservation of genera for the benefit of island stakeholders and other stakeholders in different parts of our country. So thank you very much, sir, for your address. Now we move ahead to the next session, next program of our event. जैसा कि आपको पता है कि हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट की जो मेजर रिसर्च एक्टिविटीज हैं, हमारा जो मेजर काम है, उसके स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं फार्मर्स, किसान भाई बहन हैं जो जिनके लिए हम मेजरली काम करते हैं। तो आज हमने कुछ ऐसे प्रोग्रेसिव फार्मर्स को यहाँ पे अवार्ड देने का या उनको फेलिसिटेट करने का निश्चय किया है जो हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट की टेक्नोलॉजी लेके बेनिफिट हुए हैं, जिनके प्रॉफिट मार्जिन में इंप्रूवमेंट हुआ है, जिनकी लाइफस्टाइल कैरी की टेक्नोलॉजी अपनाने की बात बेहतर हुई है। तो इस प्रोग्राम को कोऑर्डिनेट करने के लिए मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी डॉक्टर के सरवण, साइंटिस्ट ऑफ दिस इंस्टीट्यूट, टू कोऑर्डिनेट एक्टिविटीज ऑफ अवार्ड्स टू द प्रोग्रेसिव फार्मर्स।
Namaskar. Very good afternoon to the respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Actually, it is our proud privilege to honor the progressive farmers who have just benefited and successfully adopted our institute technologies. हमारा एक गर्व की बात है कि हमारा संस्थान का जो स्थापना दिवस में हम जो प्रोग्रेसिव किसान भाई और बहनों को पुरस्कार देकर उनको सम्मान देने जा रहे हैं। Now I would like to request dignitaries on the dais to please come forward to just deliver the memento as well as the certificate to honor the progressive farmers. Please. मैं अभी किसान भाई और बहनों को एक एक करके नाम लूंगा, आप कृपया करके सामने आकर आपका पुरस्कार ले लीजिएगा। सबसे पहले श्रीमती भानुमति जी, who is from Birdline South Andaman, who has adopted the technology of horticulture-based rooftop production model, which was facilitated by Horticulture and Forest Division. एक जोरदार तालियों से उनका थोड़ा सपोर्ट दीजिएगा। धन्यवाद। Now I would like to invite the next performer, that is Srimati Uma Devi, who is from Protapur, South Andaman, who has adopted the technology of horticulture-based rooftop production model, which was facilitated by Horticulture and Forest Division. I request the house to give a big round of applause to just encourage the progressive farmers. Next, I would like to invite Sri Varadarajan ji, who is from Byornama, South Andaman, who has adopted the technology of high-value vegetable cultivation and the rain-out shelter, which is facilitated by NRM Division ICAR-CIARI. Now I would like to invite Srimati K. Mallika from Makaparak, South Andaman, who had adopted the technology of integrated farming systems for climate change adaptation, which was facilitated by NRM CARI. On behalf of Srimati K. Mallika, I request Sri Varadarajan ji to receive the award, please. Now I would like to request Sri P. Rameshwaran from Guppapara, South Andaman, who had adopted the innovative and the scientific dairy farming, which was facilitated by Animal Science Division of ICAR-CIARI. Now the next award goes to Srimati Rajesh Jayachandran from Byornabad, South Andaman, who had adopted the technology of coil farming, which was facilitated by Animal Science Division ICAR-CIARI. Please give a big round of applause. Next, I would like to invite Srimati Jayalakshmi from Galacharma, South Andaman, who had adopted the technology of deep crop grower feed, which was facilitated by Fisheries and Division of ICAR-CIARI. I would like to request Sri C. Arjun from Lambaland, South Andaman, who had adopted the technology of best aquaculture practices, which was facilitated by Fisheries Science Division of ICAR-CIARI. Now I would like to request Sri Gopal Bairagiji, who is from Guttapara, South Andaman, who had adopted the technology of rice and nano urea, which was facilitated by KVK South Andaman. I would like to invite Sri Kalyan Mandalji, who had come all the way from Ramakrishnapur, that is Little Andaman, South Andaman, who had adopted the technology of spice and beekeeping, which was facilitated by KVK South Andaman. He is a progressive farmer and well-known farmer all through the island, who has just contributing his income to the development of children education also in his own Little Andaman. Next, I would like to invite Sri Niranjan Biswas, who had come all the way from Dharmapur, that is Middle Andaman, who had adopted the technology of goatry and fish farming, which was facilitated by KVK Nimbudera, that is North and Middle Andaman. Please give him a big round of applause. Apart from these farmers, some farmers could not come in person, so they have already joined virtually. So I request the dignitaries to please be seated on the dais so that we can just facilitate them to virtual modes, please. So, and the next farmer is Srimati Purnima Chaudhary, who is from Billigram, Middle Andaman, who had adopted the technology of vermicompost poultry and goatry, which was facilitated by KVK Nimbudera, North and Middle Andaman. Let us do a big round of applause, and then they are already joined through virtual mode. And the next farmer is Sri Kankeshwar Das from Madhupur, North Andaman, who had adopted the technology of seed production of paddy and pulse in participatory mode, which was facilitated by Field Crops and Improvement Division of ICAR-CIARI. And the next award goes to Sri Parimal Das, who is from Kerala, North Andaman, who had adopted the technology of paddy and the pulse seed production in participatory mode, which was facilitated by Field Crops, Improvement and Production of ICAR-CIARI. Yes, it is our proud privilege to honor the farmer from the remote parts of this island, that is from Car-Nicobar. And we are very happy to announce the progressive farmer from Nicobar, Car-Nicobar, that is Sri Shan Mohammed Ji, who is from Big Lapati, Car-Nicobar, who had just adopted the vegetable farming, which was facilitated by KVK Nicobar of ICAR-CIARI. And we are also very happy to announce the next progressive farmer, that is Sri Leslie Ji from Tamalu village of Car-Nicobar, who had adopted the integrated farming system, poultry farming and the copra dryer, which was facilitated by KVK Nicobar. It is also a proud moment for our institute. Actually, we are spreading our wings from Andaman Nicobar Islands to the west coast of our nation, that is Minika and Lakshadweep Islands. And we have with us two progressive farmers from Minika Islands. That is, one is Srimati Anisha Hinawage. She is from Aludi village of Minika, that is Lakshadweep Islands. She had adopted the technology of backyard duckery and the nutritious kitchen garden, which was facilitated by Regional Station Minika of Lakshadweep Islands. And this is one another progressive farmer from Minika, that is Srimati Aishama Begum, which is from Ramed village of Minika, that is Lakshadweep Island. She had adopted the technology of livestock farming, which was facilitated by Regional Station Minika. And please give them a big round of applause. And we assure that the memento as well as certificate will be sent to them through their heads of the division. And also, we wholeheartedly on behalf of the organizing committee, we would express our hearty congratulations and gratitude to the progressive farmers and also the team from ICAR-CIARI who have facilitated them to just achieve this type of award. So please give them a big round of applause. Apart from that, I would like to thank our directors who have given an opportunity to just recognize and then award these kind of progressive farmers of our islands, not only Andaman Nicobar Islands, and also from Lakshadweep Islands. And also, apart from this, we have a team of scientists who have just worked behind this to just select the farmers who is progressive farmer. The team was led by Dr. S.K. Jamir Ahmed sir, Please give him a big round of applause. He had put a lot of effort to just select the format with the team of scientists, that is Jayasundar sir, Bhaskaran sir, Ramakrishna sir, Subramani sir, and then validation for identification of the progressive formats. With this, we have come to an end of this award ceremony for the progressive formats. I would like to thank you one and all, and also Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. Dhanyawad.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर चंद्रन। आई थिंक जिन किसान भाई बहनों को आज अवार्ड मिला है उन सभी को मेरी ओर से बधाई, और आपके अवार्ड्स बाकी जो हमारे किसान भाई बहन हैं उनके लिए प्रेरणा का स्रोत बनेंगे आने वाले दिनों में। तो कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए अब मैं डॉक्टर पीके सिंह सर से रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि वो संस्थान के स्तर पर जो अवार्ड निर्धारित किए गए हैं उनको फैसिलिटेट करें।
Namaskar. Dhanwad, madam. Now, I feel very honored to announce 44th Foundation Day Award of ICAR-CIARI. So, I will announce one by one. So, there are two kind of awards. One is team awards and one second is individual awards. So, under team awards, first award goes to Dr. Ajit. So, I request today's chief guest and the director sir to facilitate. Yes. So, first award goes to Dr. Ajit for commercializing a technology that is Deep Harita. Thank you, sir. This next award goes to A. Velumugan and team for Deep Micro. This is a new technology commercialized this year. This next this award goes to K. Sharman for develop and commercializing new technology, deep crop growth. Deep crop growth. Deep technology. And next award goes to Dr. Jayasundar sir for developing new technology and commercialization for deep ticket. And best experimental field award goes to Dr. Pooja for developing underutilized green belt plant types. And next award goes to for best working lab to Rafiq Ahmed. Rafiq, Dr. Rafiq. The best administrative section goes to store section, and I request S.K. Viswasa to kindly accept the. And best cell award goes to ITM cell. So can you come, madam? Please, And best research publication award goes to Dr. Sharman. Please come. He published a paper in Marine Pollution Bulletin, and NAS factor is 10.05. Yes, very high rated. In new initiatives this year, there are two awards. One goes to Dr. A. Velmurugan for augmenting water resource in Garakarna. And it is now saving around 50% of our bills of water. 20 minutes, yes, sir. Dr. A. Velmurugan, I am Arun Selvam engineer and engineer Tripti Dubey. Selvam ji and Tripti, please come. And then new initiative second award goes to Dr. S.K.W. sir for to improve the research and development activities in our regional station Manipur. And in efficient field worker category, total as this award goes to Srimati Jnana Madam. And efficient contractual staff, this award goes to Srimati Vijaya. Vijaya. And efficient security personnel, this award goes to Mr. Vikas. Last but not least, the efficient administrative staff, this award goes to Mr. K. Ariya. K. Ariya. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
So I would like to thank all my committee members for facilitating this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And now we have a special award category, which is like recognition of efforts of those which generally go unnoticed. ऐसे लोगों को अवार्ड दिया है, ये हमारे डायरेक्टर सर की ओर से सरप्राइज है. ऐसे लोगों को उन्होंने सम्मानित करने का डिसीजन लिया कि जिनके एफर्ट्स हम जनरली अनदेखा कर जाते हैं. स्पेशली पिछले 2 सालों में जब कोरोना बहुत ज्यादा था और हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट की बहुत सारी गतिविधियां अपने रेगुलर तरीके से नहीं हो पा रही थी, तो उसमें भी कुछ ऐसे स्टाफ थे जिन्होंने बहुत अच्छा काम करके हमारे स्थान को सुचारू रूप से चला के रखा। तो उनके योगदान को रिकॉग्नाइज करते हुए डायरेक्टर सर ने कुछ कैश अवार्ड दिए हैं। सबसे पहले मैं बताना चाहूंगी कार्यचरणा फार्म से श्री वाई विजय राव, स्किल सपोर्टिंग स्टाफ, और अपने काम के साथ साथ इन्होंने आने वाले दिनों में पेंटिंग का भी काम किया और बहुत सारे हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट के अपलिफ्टमेंट में इन्होंने काम किया। यहाँ पे नहीं है,
ठीक है।
next award goes to Shri M. Silvaraju, skill supporting staff of guest house. He is also engaged in preparing lunch for this event. Next is Shri BBV Pranath, skill supporting staff again for guest house. Please give a round of applause. Let's encourage them in their personal presence. Next is Shri Philippa Minch, skill supporting staff again from guest house. And last but not the least, for exceptional contribution to completely doing the activities of KDK Nicobar, Mohammed Sharif, who is appointed as a technician there, and he is coordinating the activities of KDK Nicobar in the absence of regular SMS and all. And whatever activities of our institute are there in Nicobar, he is the one who is handling all these things very, very efficiently. I congratulate all the awardees. And now I request our director sir to please give his remarks on the occasion.
Thank you, Pooja Madam. Most respected Chief Guest of the Tourist Commission, Principal Chief Controller of Forest, Subramanian, Guest of Honor, Dr. Ashok Gupta Sahab, Director of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services. Guest of Honor and Bishmacher of this institute, Dr. T.V.R. Sharma sir, my colleague Dr. T.K. Vishwas. Today's guest lecture was given by my senior most colleague, who is a retired HOD from ICAR-CIARI, Dr. Srivastava sir. Thank you very much for a very lively and important foundation lecture. Main important is for whom we are working, our farmer friends, media, press, all my HODs, all sectional in charges, all administrative staff, account staff, staff of directorship, all the technical staff, senior research fellows, junior research fellows, students from different divisions, all supporting staff, contractual staff, security staff, invited all these from different government officials. One more important thing what we forget, that is farm staff, particularly we are maintaining all our farm, is very important. Ladies and gentlemen, I really feel proud to be part of this institute on the second foundation day of my tenure and 45th foundation day. But due to COVID, we could not celebrate our foundation day. This year we are doing physically. So very hearty congratulations to all of you. Greetings of the foundation day. I thank as a team leader to all of you for your contributions done during last 1 year. So actually, Chief Guest sir, actually our institute is a multidisciplinary institute. So activities become diverse. It is very difficult to give solution to everything. But with this small team, our institute has contributed to just uplift and make decent livelihood of the farmers, right from Lakshadweep to Nicobar. Our extension wings, including social science and KVKs, is taking all the technologies developed here to the end user. I should appreciate the team leader of the KVK. With minimum just 1/3 manpower is handling 3 KVKs. Literally, Nicobar, only one technical staff. At Northern Middle Andaman, only one SMS. And here also it is not a full page. But none of the event goes vacant. Every day, some or other event is there. They manage the things in so well that we are able to deliver all the goods to the stakeholders. So I congratulate KVK, social science staff. The mini file, which has come with us just maybe 4 or 5 years back, 100% scheduled rights, not much agricultural production, mostly fishery and coconut, but still technology brings changes in their livelihood. So 2 of our scientists are now posted there. Recently, from Dr. Ajina Mary and Dr. Gladson, they have begun to work there, and there are excellent results we are getting now slowly. With all those things, sir, as we are discussing since morning, our main job becomes to exploit the biodiversity, of course, to conserve it, to evaluate, and how best we can make it to incorporate in our livelihood, so that it is conserved also, plus commercialized. So, I congratulate all the scientists for their basic, adaptive, all kind of research, which is yielding in research papers also, as well as in the form of technologies. The technologies developed should not remain limited to the laboratory, because they are highly developed for scientists. So this year, I'm really happy that first time in the history of the institute, we could commercialize 4 technologies. When we commercialize technology, it is branded and certified that this work done by scientists has some value because somebody is purchasing it. And we could sell those technologies. The amount may appear small, but the advantages are very huge. So I congratulate all the scientists and I appeal all other scientists. Definitely they are all doing work, but it has to be translated in the form of technology so that it goes to the user. All things, if you see, we have got huge farms. We got a Terra farm, Bloomsdale, then even our coconut virtual plasm, marine hills, scattered facilities, scattered places with limited manpower. So I really congratulate all of you to do a good work, and I will be expecting much more technology from all of you. And I always prefer to work in the team. I always say, please work in team, not in groups. So teams are expected. This year I have seen a lot of teamwork. It has already yielded. As we already listened from the foundation lecture, please keep egos away. Break the water take compartments amongst ourselves. Finally, we are taking taxpayers' money. Let us deliver to the Annadata, that is farmers. So this is a humble beginning. I know very well next year we will be achieving much more better than this. And people who have not got award this year, it doesn't mean they are not working, but they have not come to the, like this, you are 90, somebody who got award is 100. So I congratulate all the awardees, including all farmers, and expect a bright, healthy research achievements in next future year. With this, I thank all of you, all the dignitaries. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your address, sir, and definitely in the coming year, by next foundation day, I think our institute must have achieved many more milestones in the fields which are yet to be touched. So, going ahead, I request our chief guest, Shri P. Balasubramanian, sir, to please give his address.
Good afternoon to everybody, esteemed Director, Dr. Ashok Bhattadi, Director Animal and Veterinary, Dr. Sharmaji, Sri Biswasji, all the distinguished scientists and members from the KVKs who have joined online, the esteemed and learned scientific and research team who are present here from the CIARI, the entire institute's team comprising of various branches. I would call team CIARI, farmers who are present here, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Right at the outset, I congratulate and compliment the Central Island Agriculture Research Institute on their 45th Foundation Day and the excellent contributions which the Institute has made in the development of growth and development of these islands. As the name itself goes, there are many agricultural research institutes, subject-based in the mainland, but this is the one institute which is unique in itself, that it caters to the needs of an island, not just one island, but a chain of islands, one in the Bay of Bengal and the other in the Arabian Sea. And everybody knows that an island ecosystem presents unique challenges, and that team CIARI is there to accept and solve and address those challenges pertaining to the ecosystem, components of ecosystem. And the strength is that it started as an integrated facility. It started with elements from agriculture, elements from veterinary, and elements from scientific elements from the fisheries. So the unique advantage needs to be taken forward, and I'm very happy to notice that under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Chaturkar, the institute is making, I could see a visible vibrancy in the institute the moment I entered, and I could see the entire scientific team absolutely motivated and raring to go. I hope that you would be able to handhold and be an important stakeholder and a partner in the growth and development of these islands in the days to come. Having been a research association with a research institute and having been the group coordinator of research in Tropical Forest Research Institute for about 4.5 years, coordinating the research teams, always I was faced with one question, that is, I call as the researcher's dilemma. What am I to do? What work I have to do? Which line I have to pursue? Now, to this question, if there is no guidance from the system, and if there is no sort of hand holding from the external environment, psychology kicks in, and the researcher would definitely pursue the line with which he is most conversant, the line in which he is most comfortable. So it's like putting to a student after a year of study that आप अपना क्वेश्चन पेपर खुद डिजाइन कर लो और उसका आंसर भी लिख दो. अब इस पैराडाइम को कैसा ब्रेक किया जाए? रिसर्चर अपना रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम फॉर्मुलेट करेगा, ही प्रेजेंट्स इट, एंड उसका ये होता है कि इसका क्या फायदा, that itself acts as a major demotivating factor to find a challenging and a sort of a dream problem which puts the knowledge of the researcher to test. इसमें the answer is very simple and straightforward. प्रॉब्लम इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर नहीं आना है, प्रॉब्लम आना है जिसके लिए इंस्टीट्यूट काम करेगा, जिसके लिए इंस्टीट्यूट काम करता रहा है, प्रॉब्लम वहां से तब आता है। एक इंपॉर्टेंट टेस्ट है रिलेवेंसी ऑफ रिसर्च एंड इट्स एप्लीकेबिलिटी। जब प्रॉब्लम इंस्टीट्यूट के बाहर अराइज होता है तो उस रिसर्च क्वेश्चन का रिलेवेंसी के बारे में किसी भी प्रकार किसी को भी कोई शक जो नहीं होता है। अब दूसरा है उसका एप्लीकेशन, क्योंकि सभी रिसर्च का एक अल्टीमेट गोल है। अब सब लोग जो है बीइंग रिसर्चर्स सबको पता है कि जो एक तो बेसिक एडवांसमेंट ऑफ बेसिक साइंस, एडवांसमेंट ऑफ साइंस, ये एक पार्ट होता है रिसर्च। दूसरा पार्ट ये होता है एप्लीकेशन ओरिएंटेड नीड बेस्ड नीड ड्रिवन रिसर्च। तो ज्यादातर ये होना चाहिए एक एलिमेंट, एक जो एक कन्वीनियंट रेशियो, हर एक रिसर्च फील्ड का एक कन्वीनियंट रेशियो दैट कुड बी 40-60 और इट कुड बी 75-25। एक एडवांसमेंट ऑफ साइंस तो रहेगा ही रहेगा, क्योंकि आज का सॉल्यूशन नहीं है। आपको जो है साइंस को उस लेवल पे लेके जाना है जो आने वाला पीढ़ियों के लिए भी तो एक नींव बनेगा, जिसके आधार पर जो है भविष्य का जो टीम्स है वो अपना जो साइंटिफिक सॉल्यूशंस कर सकते। तो एडवांसमेंट ऑफ साइंस इज एन अनडिनाइबल कंपोनेंट। एट द सेम टाइम आज का प्रॉब्लम्स को हम अपने आप को जो है एब्सोल्युटली रिलेवेंट जो है वो बना। तो इस दिशा में मैं सभी रिसर्च टीम को ये एक जो है एक इनसे जो है आग्रह करता हूँ कि आप जो है अपना रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम्स पिक करिएगा बाहर से। दूसरा है बीइंग एसोसिएटेड विद बायोडाइवर्सिटी, whether it is agri biodiversity or whether it is other sorts of ecosystem or forest biodiversity, आपको एक अपना जो है मुख्य भूमिका, you are part of providing and ensuring the ecological security of this nation, इसका एक हमेशा जो है ध्यान रखना चाहिए। और इस सिक्योरिटी पैराडाइम में आपका दो रोल मैं महसूस करता हूँ। पहला रोल है कि जो पार्ट ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी आप एक्सेस करते हैं, दैट इज absolutely prone to all sorts of pilferages, internal, external। तो इसके लिए बायोपायरेसी के अगेंस्ट में आप हमेशा सचेत रहना चाहिए। ये आपका रिसर्च का और फील्ड एक्टिविटी का एक इनडिविजिबल पार्ट जो है वो होना चाहिए। एंड इसमें जब आप एक्सप्लोर करते हैं, जब आप न्यू एलिमेंट्स की जो है खोज में जब जाते हैं, तो मेरा ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि अकेले में मत जाइए, क्योंकि हमारे पास इतना रिसोर्सेस नहीं है कि हर एक कंपोनेंट, हर एक रिसर्चर जो है अलग अलग जो है एक ही जगह का निरीक्षण जो करे, खोज करे। तो आप जो है इंस्टीट्यूट का फंडामेंटल फिलॉसफी ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ वेरियस ब्रांचेस, तो उस वेरियस ब्रांचेस जस्ट एग्रीकल्चर, फिशरी, वेटरनरी से नहीं रुकता है, दैट आल्सो गोस बियॉन्ड दिस, कि आपका जो है बाकी बोटानिकल एंड जूलॉजिकल एलिमेंट्स को भी साथ लीजिएगा, टीम्स बना लीजिएगा। अदर जो रिसर्च जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस का अनुमान में जो है बहुत सारे रिसर्च ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उनको साथ मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी टीम में जाइए। और उस खोज का कई बार मैं देखता हूँ रश करते हैं, कोई भी जो है एक यूनिक चीज का जो है खोज को डिक्लेयर करने के लिए पब्लिक डोमेन में लेके आने। इसके पहले आपको यही ध्यान रखना होगा कि योर अनाउंसमेंट आल्सो creates a vulnerability for biopiracy. Then second part है, जब आप कोई एक यूनिक चीज का या अत्यंत उपयोगी चीज का जब आप आविष्कार खोज करते हैं, उसका तब तक रोकिएगा जब तक आप उसका ये एक्सटीट्यू के लिए, पॉपुलराइजेशन के लिए, उस यूज को जो है और विस्तार करने के लिए जब तक आपके पास सफिशिएंट प्रोटोकॉल्स जो है स्टैंडर्डाइज ना हो रीजनरेशन का, और दूसरा है उसके लिए जो फंडामेंटल जो एलिमेंट जो चाहिए, इमीडिएट जो आपको प्रोपगेशन मटेरियल जो चाहिए, जब तक उसका तैयारी नहीं होगा तब तक उस खोज को जो है रखिएगा। आप अपने इंस्टीट्यूट में अपना जो विद इन द साइंटिफिक कम्युनिटी आविष्कार को रखिए, रजिस्टर करिए एक जगह, ताकि जो है उसका क्रेडिट आपको जरूर जो मिले। एंड एट द सेम टाइम उसका दो प्रकार का, एक उसका रेलेवेंस देखिएगा बिफोर रशिंग इन टू पब्लिक डोमेन एंड अनाउंसिंग एनी unique जो एलिमेंट that could be the sort of an invaluable जो एक कंपोनेंट हो सकता है एंड मोस्ट वल्नरेबल हो सकता है बायोप्रोसेस। ये एक चीज है। दूसरा मैं ये जो बताना चाहता हूँ कि इसका जो आइलैंड्स का जो ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट में, क्योंकि आप एक महत्वपूर्ण जो पार्टनर है, तो करंट जो प्रॉब्लम्स है उसका जो है थोड़ा सा इसमें जो है इंटीग्रेट करिएगा। दो तीन प्रॉब्लम्स मैं हाईलाइट करना चाहता हूं। जब आपके जो डायरेक्टर साहब और जो जयशंकर साहब जो आए थे मेरे पास, तो कुछ एक आध जो प्रॉब्लम्स मैंने उनको उस वक्त भी बताया था, तो उसको एक विशाल माध्यम में आज दोबारा मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि ये हमारा जो आइलैंड्स है इसका न्यूट्रिशनल सिक्योरिटी को इंश्योर करना हर एक वैज्ञानिक का एक तो उसमें भाग लेना बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। मैं यहाँ पर क्योंकि सेकेंड टेन्यूर में लगभग जो 20 साल के अंतराल के बाद जो मैं दोबारा आया हूँ, मैं अर्ली 90s मिड 90s का जो बात कहता हूँ, अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स एक बहुत ही जो है मुश्किल था, क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ इट बाहर से जो है आने का था। एंड कभी भी अगर थोड़ा सा जो है ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में जरा से दिक्कत आएगी तो प्राइसेस ऑफ जो फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स बिल्कुल जो है हाई हो जाए। जबकि आज जो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन फैसिलिटीज जो इम्प्रूव हुआ है तो उस दिशा में हम बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल है। लेकिन ये भी जरूरी है कि आइलैंड अपने आप में इन टर्म्स ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन स्वयं समृद्ध हो और आत्मनिर्भर। तो इस दिशा में हमें तो एक अपना जो सीरियल्स एंड पल्सेस है ये तो बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। उसमें तो जो बहुत वाइटल जो रिसर्च है ऑलरेडी CARI ने किया हुआ है, ट्रांसफर भी किया हुआ है। वेटरनरी पार्ट में मैं रिकॉल करता हूँ कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ डॉक्टर रॉय जो यहाँ पर जो डायरेक्टर थे, और आज भी मैं रिमार्क कर रहा था कि पहले थोड़ा सा जो एनिमल प्रोटीन के बारे में डेफिशिएंट था, जबकि उनके आने के बाद और उनके द्वारा एनिमल हस्बेंड्री में वेटरनरी में जो डिपार्टमेंट में उनका योगदान के बाद पोल्ट्री का जो आया था, आज अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ एनिमल प्रोटीन बाहर में जो इतना सरल हो गया है, ये ग्रेट कंट्रीब्यूशन। उसी प्रकार का हमें अगला जो इसको लेके जाना होगा इनटू फ्रूट्स एंड इनटू वेजिटेबल्स। बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण जो एक कार्यक्रम है आइलैंड्स का जो विकास में। तो इस फ्रूट्स में एक तो ये यहाँ पर जो ग्रो कर सकता है उस फ्रूट्स का जो है बाहर लगाना, ये एक है। दूसरा है जो वेल्थ ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी जिसके आप जो है जिसके ऊपर आप एसोसिएटेड है, दैट वेल्थ कुड बी द सोर्स ऑफ मेनी वंडर जो प्लांट्स है। और आजकल आप अक्सर सुनते हैं सुपर फूड्स का जमाना, कोई भी चीज कहीं से जो आता है और सुपर फूड के नाम से जो है वो प्रचलन होता है, कमर्शियली भी उसका इतना जो ये होता है। ऐसे कई सारे जो सुपर फूड्स है, वंडर प्लांट्स है, जो न्यूट्रिशनल सिक्योरिटी को इंश्योर कर सकता है द्वीपवासियों के लिए, ऐसा प्लान्स अनगिनत हो सकता है हमारे फॉरेस्ट इकोसिस्टम में अनएक्सप्लोर्ड पार्ट्स में। तो इसका जो है एक खोज और एक उसका जो है प्रोटोकॉल स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन का एक इम्पोर्टेंट कंपोनेंट है। इस कार्यक्रम के ऊपर आप काइंडली जो है ध्यान दीजिएगा। दूसरा है जो ऑलरेडी नोन है, आज मैं नर्सरी में जो एक विजिट किया था, आई वाज सो हैप्पी टू लुक एट द एक्सीलेंट वर्क डन बाय द इंस्टीट्यूट एंड द यंग साइंटिस्ट डॉक्टर वमन ओवर देयर। उसको अब जो मास मल्टीप्लिकेशन एंड मासिव जो एक प्लांटेशन में इसका जो है पार्टिसिपेशन, इसका जो है जो ग्रोइंग स्टॉक उसके लिए जो प्रोपगेशन मटेरियल चाहिए लेके आने में जो इंस्टीट्यूट का मुख्य भूमिका जो है रहना चाहिए। द सेकंड पार्ट इज बिसाइड्स फ्रूट्स, हमारा एक और है वेजिटेबल्स, और वेजिटेबल्स का सीड्स के लिए हम हमेशा जो बाहर के लिए डिपेंडेंट होते रहेंगे, तो बहुत सारा हमारा ओन नेटिव जो वेजिटेबल बायोडाइवर्सिटी है वो लुप्त हो जाएगा। देन सेकंड पार्ट इज मच ऑफ दिस नेटिव जो वेजिटेबल का प्लांट्स का बायोडाइवर्सिटी है दैट हैज विथस्टूड द टेस्ट ऑफ टाइम, एंड वो यहाँ के लिए ग्रोइंग कंडीशंस के लिए ऑलरेडी जो इंटरनलाइज हो गया है या दे वर फाउंड दे सुटेबल जो अपने आप को जो है एस्टैब्लिश कर लिया। तो इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए हमें रिसर्च और हैंड होल्डिंग इस दिशा में होना चाहिए ताकि हम अपना सीड सोर्स के लिए अपना स्वयं समृद्ध। पहले जमाने में आप देखते हैं कई सारे आप में से जो प्रोग्रेसिव फार्मर है सीड कहाँ खरीदते थे, सीड जो है अपने आप में जो है सीड जो जनरेट होता है। ये लास्ट जो डेवलपमेंट्स है उसमें जो लास्ट 2-3 डिकेड में ही फार्मर अपने आप को जो है सीड का बाहर सोर्सेस के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट होने लगे। एटलीस्ट हम वेजिटेबल सीड्स में हम जो है अपना स्वयं समृद्ध हो, और उसके लिए मैं सीआरई को एक रिक्वेस्ट में प्लेस करना चाहता हूं कि सीड का, वेजिटेबल सीड का यदि इस आइलैंड में पर्याप्त मात्रा में, ताकि हर एक व्यक्ति न्यूट्रिशनली अपने आप को जो है गुड क्वांटिटी ऑफ बोथ वेजिटेबल्स एंड फ्रूट्स अपने आप को एंजॉय करे। तो इस कार्यक्रम के तहत हर जो सीड का स्वयं समृद्धि हम लेना चाहिए। और तीसरा है, आज मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई कि जो ऑलरेडी बी कीपिंग में यहाँ पर जो है कुछ काम हुआ है, कुछ एक आध जो किसान है लिटिल अंडमान में ऑलरेडी अपना जो ये किया है। इस कार्यक्रम का मैं और विस्तार में जो एक्सपेंशन एंड डेवलपमेंट में देखना चाहता हूँ, ताकि बीज के साथ हमारा दो उपयोग होगा। आप सभी को जो ऑलरेडी जो अवगत है, एक तो जो है एज पॉलिनेटर्स, आइलैंड इकोसिस्टम में ओनली नेटिव स्पीशीज और लिमिटेड पॉलिनेटर्स होगा, क्योंकि इस पॉलिनेटर्स का आइलैंड छोड़ के एक आइलैंड से दूसरा आइलैंड में जाना, मिक्सिंग होना डिस्टेंस की वजह से, ज्योग्राफिक आइसोलेशन की वजह से मुश्किल है। तो अगर पॉलिनेटर डेफिशिएंसी होगा किसी भी स्पीशीज का, हो सकता है एज ए वेरी नॉन स्पेशलाइज्ड जो पॉलिनेटर बीज का जो है इसमें एक महत्वपूर्ण योगदान होगा। ये एक है। दूसरा है, आजकल वाइल्ड एंड रॉ हनी जो अनप्रोसेस्ड, उस रॉ हनी का जो वैल्यू है वो प्रोसेस्ड हनी का कई गुना ज्यादा है। मान लीजिए प्रोसेस्ड हनी आपको अगर 300-400 रुपया 1 लीटर जो अगर मिलता है, वही जगह में रॉ हनी का आप देखेंगे कुछ स्पेशलाइज्ड हनी का 2-2.5 हजार के भी जो है ऊपर है 1 लीटर। तो ऐसा एक ह्यूज जो डिमांड है, और न्यूट्रिशन में जितना ये जो एक महत्वपूर्ण जो कंपोनेंट है वाइल्ड हनी एंड उसका जो न्यूट्रिशनल वैल्यूज है, तो इस कार्यक्रम को हमें आगे लेके जाना होगा। और इसमें मैं अगेन इंस्टीट्यूट के जो डायरेक्टर साहब है उनसे जो है मेरा ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि जो इस कार्यक्रम को आगे ले जाने में रिसर्च का जो है एक हैंड होल्डिंग जरूर करिएगा। मास पॉपुलैरिटी लेके जाने में। एंड इसमें एक यूनिक एडवांटेज हमको मिलेगा। जंगल में जो है किसी को जो जाने का जरूरत नहीं है, वो भी है अपने आप जाएगा 5-6 किलोमीटर अपना जर्नी में जो जाएगा एंड पॉलिनेशन अपने आप में जो है वो पॉलिनेशन भी करके आएगा और दूसरा जो है न्यूट्रिशन भी वहां से लेके आएगा। इसका जो है एक होना चाहिए। एंड आई एम कॉन्फिडेंट that the institute under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Chekurkar will grow from strength to strength and will be establishing itself as an invaluable and inseparable partner in the growth and development of these islands and in ensuring nutritional security to these islands and in making Andaman Atmanirbhar in terms of food and nutrition to all. Thank you. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much for your thought-provoking lecture, sir. In fact, the ideas which you gave, it reminds me of the saying, good scientists know how to solve, but bad scientists know what to solve. And the journey from good scientists to bad scientists requires constant guidance and feedback from different stakeholders who are going to deal with the things which we are going to develop. And I think the insights and the suggestions which were given by our chief guests are going to be our guidelines for upcoming research of our institute. Thank you so much for your lecture, sir. We will be definitely working on these lines. And now I request Dr. D. Bhattacharya, sir, to propose formal vote of thanks. Please.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is my proud privilege to offer vote of thanks. Initially, I'd like to thank guest of honor Dr. Ashok Gupta, Director, Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Sir, the way you have focused the work of the CARI since its establishment, it has really enlightened us that what was the history of research of ICAR Central Island Agricultural Research Institute. Sir, we are grateful and thankful to you that you have spared your valuable time amongst us. I also convey my sincere thanks and gratitude to Dr. T.V.R.S. Sharma, who is ex-director, ICAR Central Island Agricultural Research Institute, former general body member of Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Sir is actually our inspiration, and Sir also helps us to contact many of the stakeholders, which I have personally felt. And Sir is our constant guide. So, Sir, we are thankful to you, and we also is having a demand that in future we will also seek your kind help so that this particular prestigious institute can proceed further. We are also grateful and thankful to Dr. A.K. Srivastava, who is actually my ex-colleague. We used to present the DPT project in ICAR New Delhi with him, who is former HOD of Department of Biochemistry of ICAR-CIARI Ajabnagar. His lecture, that is Inner Science for Better Living and Health, has actually ignited the thoughts that how we can lead a better life by controlling our own endocrine system. Sir, we are grateful and thankful to you that you have spared your valuable time and you are amongst us through online. We are also grateful and thankful to our chief guest, Sri P. Subramaniam. Actually, when he has presented a package of practices for the development of the agricultural science, how the agricultural science should progress, and why the agriculture scientists are very much important? Because agriculture scientists can provide the society the animal protein, can provide the society the vegetable protein, and he has also given a best idea about the beekeeping, because he has already told that beekeeping is having the two facilities. Number one, the honey we get, it is having medicinal value, and as well as it helps in pollination. Sir, we are grateful and thankful that after sparing your valuable time, you have been with us. The farmers who are present over here, we are very much thankful that you have joined here, and we are thankful to you. We are also thankful and grateful to all retired service holders of ICAR-CIARI that after sparing your valuable time, you are with us. Last but not the least, I should tell about our honorable and beloved director, Dr. E.B. Chakulkar. Actually, whole planning and program has been coordinated by him. Sir, in near future, in ensuing years, we also need your kind guidance. Thank you very much.